Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 48. It is Friday morning. I got home a couple hours ago, got a little nap, and we are gone for the day. Today, there is a mechanic coming to my house. Take a look at my wife's vehicle, figure out what's going on. I think it needs new brakes. There might be a spring or a shock or something that's having some issues too. We'll have him take care of those. And I think she said maybe she's having a problem with her cruise control. I think that's probably because when we got her bumper replaced, maybe they didn't line things up perfectly. So I'll have him take a look at that as well. But supposedly this guy is really good, and he only charges you the wholesale price for the item, and then he charges you an hourly amount. So you really can't beat that. He does it right at your house. Looks like he's an honest guy. So I'm happy about that. Today, like I said, is Friday. Yesterday was a long day, a lot of miles, and we made some money. I don't even know. I think we made just a little over 1,000. I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know. Do the math here. 3, 7, 80, 8, 9, 10, 12. Looks like almost 1,300. So not bad, not good either. Could have been a lot better. We had that one hand where they basically robbed me out of $700, and there was no way out of it, nothing I could do about it. And I felt really bad because it took me so long to drive to that place. And then after that move, and then the cameras and this, and pit bosses coming over, and then their manager, it's like, this is that big of a deal? Just make a good decision. But I don't know if I would have made any different decision than what they did. It was just really an unfortunate situation, and it was just obvious to me at the time. It seemed like the dealer did it on purpose. I don't know if he was messing with me or not. I mean, was he going to know what the count is? How could he do it on purpose? I don't know. Maybe just incompetent dealer, most likely, and just rubbed me the wrong way because it cost me $700. It's 100% that it cost me $700. So nothing I could do about it, though. Today we're going to stay pretty close to home. Looks like it's going to be a nice day outside. Right now, mostly cloudy skies. 37 degrees, feels like 32. Today's high is going to be 57, so no need for a coat or anything like that. I do need a day to kind of decompress a little bit. Today is Pokemon's 30th birthday, and I'm actually thinking, I already have it in my cart on eBay. Just want to show my son. I'm thinking about buying a case, which is 6 of these packs, 30th anniversary packs on eBay, which is where it seems like it's the best price, even cheaper than like Target and any of those places. So thinking about buying just a whole box of them, just leaving it in the box, not opening it. From what I've seen from all these Pokemon people is they buy these packs for $500 from 10 years ago. They open it and they get $80 worth of cards out of it. So I think your best bet is just to buy it and not open it. And then if you want a card, just buy a slab that's already been graded, and you know it's real, you know it's good. You're not going to wrinkle it up or anything like that. And just collect slabs, in my opinion. I don't know, but tomorrow we have Pokemon card show we're going to go to. We're also going to go to a store that sells countertops and finalize our countertop deal. Looks like the person who was going to get it for me wholesale actually couldn't match the price that we were getting already, so we'll probably go finalize that. Put that on that credit card, put the last payment for the cabinets on the credit card, and we should have that $30,000 in spend. I abandoned the $100,000 in spend a long time ago. It didn't make sense with a little bit of time that I had. So we should get 200,000 points off this Capital One card, and we could definitely use that this summer for a trip or something. I also want to take at least my wife and at least one of my kids for sure. I'm not sure about the rest of them. Whoever wants to go is welcome to go on a cruise this summer for my wife's birthday. at the very least. As you know, we were going to go to Europe, which I think we'd be there coming up here the end of next month, but we're not going to do that. We still might go somewhere with the beach. I'm hoping I can convince my wife that we can do Las Vegas. The kids can be at the pool. We can have everything that we need. We have free food. We have free hotels, all that. And maybe I can make a little bit of money as well. That's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see about that. So as for today, what are you doing? Today, I do have at least my team meeting today. I haven't looked to see if I have anything else, but that will be coming up here pretty soon, next couple hours. Let me see. Looks like that's the only meeting I have, so that's nice. We're going to be going to a slots-only casino, and then probably get a haircut. I was going to say go to my post office box. I haven't been there for a few months, but I think my key is still on my old keychain, which I don't have yet from my old car, so may not do that, but definitely get a haircut. Maybe go back to the casino, maybe go play some poker, and then potentially do some online stuff as well. So we do have options. They're not as exciting. They're not as whatever, lights and noise and all that, but there is ways to make money even locally. So yeah, so that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, just heading back to the car, and had a short session, but it was okay. I have a meeting starting in a few minutes, so heading back to the car right now. Found some okay plays, but really didn't go anywhere. Finally, the last play was a little bit better, but it's like squeaked out a victory right at the end there. But overall was running really bad almost the whole time I was there. I did end my session ahead, $172, so that was good. And right now, taking my jacket off and all that so I can get in the car, and then we're gonna find a place where it's shaded by the building, and then we'll do our team meeting. And hopefully that goes well. Gonna get a haircut after that. I may head right back here after the haircut, and then probably go play some poker. So I think that's what the plan is right now. We'll see timing wise where we end up. So I'll be back. All right guys, I am back. Finally finished my meeting. I was sitting in that parking lot for the haircut for like half an hour after it was my turn, and I don't know how long they hold your place, but I started getting messages saying if you don't want to lose your place in line, please go to the store to get your haircut. But anyway, got that all done. I'm looking so good, man, looking fine. And we're gonna head back to this casino real quick. And I think I have about, once I get to the casino, I'll have about 20 minutes before the list opens up for the poker room, and we'll probably put ourselves on that list and go from there. So a bunch of stuff popped into my head from yesterday, and I can't remember any of it to tell you. Although I was just polishing off most of this ghost pepper jerky I got yesterday. It's got a nice little spice to it, man. It's all right. Let's see. Message. Hello. The auditor identified a finding. I have no idea what she's talking about. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll have to find out. But I'll do that on the way to the casino, and then I'll come back and let you know what's going on. Oh, by the way, silver's at 94. It just shot up today, so let's go, baby. When it gets to 100 or just over 100, I'm going to sell 70% of it and then roll over 30% of it to December if it's available. So, all right, I'll be back. All right, let me just say, it's been a few hours since I was here, and I can point to at least 5 different people that are still on the same machine that they were before. It's unbelievable. It really is. You spend so many hours. This one's still where it was. I don't think I'm going to find anything. All right, I'll be back. All right, so I noticed when I came back to this casino that there were a lot more cars here, and I didn't really understand why. And then I went to the kiosk to see if I had anything, and there was a voucher in there for a party today for the high roller people. So I think that's what's going on. I don't know if it's just food or if they're actually giving something away or not, but I'm going to check it out. Alright guys, I am back. So yeah, they had this little thing. It was like the tiniest salad bar you've ever seen. One kind of lettuce, just like head lettuce, and cheddar cheese that's shredded. 3 kinds of dressing which weren't labeled, but they were all orange. I don't know what they were. And black olives, and I think maybe cucumbers. That was their salad bar. And then they had shrimp, which was deep fried shrimp, which actually was pretty good. It was crunchy. It was okay. With a mystery sauce, which was also orange. And then they had these like triangular shaped, like crab rangoon type things that were kind of small, and they were pretty soggy. And they had rice, which was fried rice, which was pretty soggy. So that's it. That's what they had. And the waitress told me that the reason that they did this event is because corporate is not happy because all their high rollers complain that there's never anything going on for high rollers. And so corporate told them that they had to start having some kind of event. So they opened this event up for 2 hours from noon to 2. Like, who's going to show up? So right now it's like 12:30. There was maybe 6 people in there. I mean, like 3 couples. That was it, and me. And so, okay, well, I guess that's better than nothing. I got a free meal. And then they brought you a glass of water, not a bottle. And someone was complaining about that because it wasn't in a bottle. And then a glass of soda. And that was it. And that's the high roller meal. And they said supposedly that there was some kind of giveaways, but it didn't look like they were set up for anything. In fact, when a lady asked for water, it kind of caught them off guard. So I don't know if this was the first one or not, and they scrambled to go get glasses of water because I think they forgot to get bottles, or I have no idea. So right now, I probably need to put myself on the list for the poker room. It's probably going to be too late to get in at all, but we'll see. And the poker room changed now. They used to do a flat, like $25, play all day. Now they do it by the hour. Like, I don't know how much it was, $5 an hour or something like that. Which I don't really like. I think it's like a flat amount, maybe like 25, and then also $5 an hour, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a club where you can have unlimited play. But I kind of get it. But you're not supposed to be making a profit because it's a club, not a casino. You're supposed to be breaking even. And when you have 300 or 400 people, you know, you're bringing in thousands of dollars a day. How are you spending that money back for the people? Because I know for sure that I am not getting my money's worth. So, like, is somebody really eating 50 bags of chips? I don't know. So, I'm trying to look for my app. There's an app for this thing now, which I hate. And then you have to register on the app, and oh, here we go. So we'll register and see what happens. If there's nothing good going on, then I may just go home, see that mechanic when he comes out, and we'll go from there. So, player login. What happened? You got okay. Send verification code. I got to do this every single time I want to get into this. Alright guys, I'll be back. If I can get off the screen to close the recorder. Alright guys, I am back. So I did go to the poker club. Let me think here. Yeah, so I put myself on the list to go play 1-2 no limit, and immediately got a reply, your seat is available. And this has been a problem for me for a long time. I either don't put myself on the list right away and there's an hour and a half wait, or I put myself on the list and in 1 second my seat's available and you have 5 minutes to sit down and I'm half an hour away. So I waited about 10 minutes or so, and my name was still listed on the list because now they have an app you can look at. So I called them and I said, hey, I'm this many minutes away. And they said, well, we have 2 seats open, so as long as the seats are available when you get here, you should be fine. So got there, seat was available, sat down. I bought 400 in chips and bought in for 200 of it, put 200 in my pocket, started playing, and almost immediately I'm up like $70. Playing, and then, what was that hand? So yesterday, if you'll recall, third hand I lost to a royal flush. Today, third hand I lose to quads, and then later on I lose to quads again. Or the guy had quad twos, that's what it was. So, yeah, that was fun. So I was down about, I don't know, maybe $60, $70 and hung around there most of the time. I was there for about 4 hours and just bouncing along the bottom. It wasn't dying, I bought in for only 200 and that lasted me forever. And about 3.5 hours into it, I get into a couple bigger hands and I'm down to like $40. Build it back up and then back down again. And so finally, we had a couple player changes, and I put the other 200 on the table. So now I'm in for 400. I've got like 240, 250 in front of me, and play a couple hands. And I'm just drawing dead on everything. Every hand is like, okay, I've got ace king suited, flop is terrible. I've got ace 10 suited, flop is terrible. I got pocket this, lose, pocket that, lose. Flop is bad, turn is bad, river is bad, and I'm being patient. I'm not raising. I'm doing all the right things. I'm doing everything the way I'm supposed to do it. And then my wife sent me a text message, and she said, I need you to stop by the pediatrician and pick up a physical for one of the kids. Great. What time does that close? 5 o'clock. Great. What time is it? It's like 3:30. I'm like, fine, all right. So I played till about 4:15, but as the time was getting closer, I'm getting more and more frustrated, but I'm still playing it the right way. Let me just get through this light here. Okay, so still playing it the right way, still doing everything I'm supposed to do, and then I have a little bit of good luck. I folded against the quads, even though I had a set. Everything was clicking. I was doing all the right things the whole time. And then I had a little bit of luck. I had a hand where I had pocket sixes, and the flop is queen 6-10, and I raise. The guy calls. The turn doesn't matter. The river doesn't matter. The guy had queen 10, so he had 2 pair, and I had a set, and I ended up doubling up on him because. So I have like, let's say 180 in front of me, and I raise it 50, then I raise it 70, and I'm keeping just enough behind that he's like, why isn't this guy going all in? He must not have it. And he pushes me all in, and it was bottom set, but I had it, and he ended up losing. And then I told you that these guys are charging by time now, so I guess it's $5 an hour. So I don't know. I guess as long as you're winning one hand an hour, that's still worth it. So I ended up, as soon as I won that hand, they said, your time is up, you need to add time. And I look at the clock, it's like 4:15. I'm like, well, this is a good time for me to leave. So I ended up leaving, going to the pediatrician, getting everything, and it's just now 5 o'clock as I'm leaving the pediatrician. And I ended up leaving ahead $136, so plus 136 on, I would say, one of my best sessions I've had in a long time. It was a miserable session because I was losing 90% of the time, but I played so well the whole way through. I should have lost triple that or quadruple that the way I used to play and not pay attention and all that kind of stuff, but I did well. And then also played a little bit online as well and ended up ahead another 270. So what is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 for the day? Are you kidding me? If I could make 800 a day, I would never travel. Yeah, so nice day. It's early. The sun is still out. On my way home. Today is Pokemon Day, 30th anniversary. I did end up buying a case of those Pokemon packs. Target had them for like $36.99. I bought them from eBay. If you buy the whole case, it was like $26.50 a pack. So there's only 6 in a case, so I bought that, and we'll just keep it in the box and see what happens. So I don't know. Am I going to keep this thing for 10 years? I have no clue. Also, just a brief update here. Silver is still on fire. Still hanging right around 94. So feeling good about that. Yeah, I feel like when it hits 100, we sell maybe 70% and move the other 30% to December. And then if it goes down at all, which, obviously it's going to have ups and downs, I'll keep adding to my holdings, just dollar cost average if it goes down. If it doesn't go down, great. If you remember originally when I bought like 6 options or whatever it was, 8, whatever, my whole reason for not buying more than that is to dollar cost average. When it went down, it went straight up. And unfortunately, I didn't sell at the peak, but I still have those options and bought more. So now I'm up to I think I have 13 right now, plus the actual stock, the underlying stock itself. So, all right, at this point, we can do our segments. What did you eat today, MW? Well, today I had pretty much not much. I ate at the casino. I had some salad with no dressing because I didn't know what the orange stuff was, because there's like 3 different shades of it, and I'm like, there's no way this is the same stuff. And I give the salad probably an 8 because there was no dressing on it. It was just basically lettuce, cheese, and olives. That was their salad. And then I did have that crispy shrimp, which was pretty crispy, but the sauce that went with it was mediocre. I'd give that about an 8. And I had those crab rangoon type things, which did not look like it. They were very flimsy, very soggy, and the rice was soggy. I give those about a 6. So whoop-de-doo for that. That was fun. And what did you tip today, MW? I would tip $1 for each hand. I may have tipped $2 a couple times. So maybe I tipped $15 today for the blackjack or the poker hands. And what did you learn today, MW? Well, I guess for one thing about the Pokemon stuff, I don't want to buy any more than that because I don't know enough about it, but I know it's worth it to hold it long term. It's always going to go up, so that's one thing. And then I only had a couple hours sleep, but I felt good, so still doing all right there. So I guess I learned, I'm pretty resilient still as an old man. And the mechanic is at my house, and you wouldn't believe all the stuff he found wrong with her car. I'm like, what are you doing to this vehicle? Let's see if I can pull this up. Well, for one thing, he said it needs 4 rotors, needs 4 sets of brakes, all the brake pads. He said the passenger rear shock is broken and should probably replace both the rears. Now, I know for a fact that I replaced them myself a while back, so I don't think they both need to, but I did it anyway. Front sway bar link is broken also, and he should replace both sides, and I said yes. So for the brakes, for all 4 brakes, all 4 rotors, 2 shocks, and 2 sway bars, and installation, $900. He's at my house right now. I'm getting close right now. $900 for all that. Very happy. He's getting it done in a couple hours. It's unbelievable. I'll pay this guy, and thankful to have this guy and we'll definitely use him more often. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll catch up with you guys. Today's Friday, so probably Sunday. I may do a little thing here for the Pokemon stuff, but for sure we'll get together on Sunday. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.